First look inside the Tesla Semi. December 2, 2022. A few days ago, Tesla CEO Elon Musk noted on Twitter that the Tesla Semi had successfully completed a 500-mile trip while weighing in at 81,000 pounds. The news caught a lot of attention, but it also resulted in some debates online about whether the Class 8 all-electric truck was able to accomplish the feat with a single charge. During the Tesla Semi's first delivery event for PepsiCo, the electric vehicle maker highlighted that the breakthrough trip was indeed completed with a single charge. Elon Musk pledged to upload the full video of the journey on social media. But for now, Tesla shared a time-lapse of the long trip between Fremont and San Diego, California, as highlighted by Elon Musk and Dan Priestley, Senior Manager, Semi-Truck Engineering at Tesla. The 500-mile trip was accomplished without any tricks like special aero on the Semi's part. Musk jokingly noted that Tesla could have implemented a number of tricks to make the demonstration more impressive. But it didn't. The 500-mile drive was a real-world test, made with a machine that's exactly the same as the ones that were delivered to PepsiCo today. The journey was several hours long, and it also showed that the Tesla Semi was pulling a trailer full of cargo during the test. Musk and Priestley did note, however, that the Semi's driver had to take a brief bathroom break during the long trip. The Semi's 500-mile single-charge trip proves that the electric vehicle maker was not exactly insane when it announced the Class 8 all-electric truck specs 5 years ago. It should be noted that the Semi was met with a whole dose of skepticism when it was unveiled, with a Daimler Truck AG executive even commenting that the vehicle's target specs, such as its 500-mile range, practically break the laws of physics. Source reposted and summarized from Simon Alvarez at Tesla RT. My take: the Tesla Semi is here. Prepare to be blown away. Tesla Model Y and Model 3 to get discount in US. This December 2, 2022, amid what some media outlets are calling demand concerns, Tesla has been offering various discounts and incentives on its Model 3 and Model Y in China. But not in the US. Tesla says there are no demand issues, though now it seems it's offering a somewhat surprising and notable discount on its most popular models in the US. Perhaps it was only a matter of time. But it's now the 1st of December 2022. And it's time for automakers to do everything in their power to meet or exceed quarterly and annual sales goals. It has been a tough couple of years for car brands, so those targets have likely been dialed back in many cases. Tesla is already having its most successful year to date, and by a wide margin. But that doesn't necessarily mean it will appease Wall Street when it reports Q4 2022 production and deliveries, as well as its financials. That said, Electrek just reported that it has learned from sources familiar with the matter that Tesla is offering a $3,750 discount in the US that's valid on the Model 3 and Model Y. The publication adds that Tesla's actually calling it a price adjustment, and it will only be available through the end of the year. Reportedly, Tesla already alerted its US sales staff about offering the price adjustment for the month of December 2022. The hope is likely that people who are waiting for the upcoming US federal EV tax credit may move forward with their purchase prior to the end of the year. Tesla continues to reiterate that it will grow by an impressive 50% each year. It's in the midst of its most successful year to date and potentially set up to deliver 50% more EVs than it did in 2021. The US electric car brand continued to impress with its deliveries and financials over the last 2 quarters, especially in light of global turmoil and in comparison to its rivals. However, the numbers weren't as impressive as expected by Wall Street. At this point, we'll have to wait and see if Tesla follows through with the price adjustments. Moreover, if it does reduce prices through the end of the year, we won't know the impact until it reports deliveries in January. Will Tesla prove 50% sales growth in 2022? Will the price change push Tesla's numbers above Wall Street's estimates? Start a conversation in the comment section below. Source reposted and summarized from Stephen Loveday at Inside EVs. Tesla Model Y becomes Norway's best-selling car in November. December 2, 2022. Tesla Model Y became Norway's best-selling car in November, registering nearly 3 times as many cars as its closest competitor, Volkswagen ID.4. November was a record month in Norway as EV sales jumped to an impressive 17,056 units, up 33% from the same period last year when 12,852 units were registered. According to Elbel statistic, residents of the country continue to massively switch to electric vehicles, contributing to the reduction of the negative impact on the climate. At Nasalahe, Twitter has shared more details regarding November sales data. Tesla Model Y was the best-selling car in November, nearly 3 times the sales of its closest competitor, Volkswagen ID.4. During the month, 3,225 Model Es were registered, which accounted for 18.9% of the total number of electric vehicles sold in November. Thus, in 2022, Model Y continues to hold its position as the top-selling vehicle in a market where EV sales far outnumber those of vehicles with any other type of power source. In 2022, there were 12,942 Model Es registered. In second place, far behind Tesla, is Volkswagen ID.4 with 1121 units sold. It also allows the car to hold second place in the overall ranking for 11 months of this year, with 9,759 registrations. In third place in November is BMW X with 909 units sold. However, in the overall ranking in 2022, the car only ranks fourth. In fourth place in November is Volvo XC40 with 881 registrations, ranking only 8th in the overall list this year. Rounding out the top 5 is Skoda Enyaq with 664 units sold, solidifying its third position in the 2022 overall rankings. Source reposted and summarized from Eva Fox at Tasmanian. My take: that's best-selling car, not just best-selling EV. Tesla stock sentiments are the most optimistic in years. December 2, 2022. Tesla stock may have taken a beating this year, but it has developed a rather surprising group of supporters. Despite Elon Musk's reservations about them in the past, Tesla shares are now seeing some support from Wall Street analysts. Tesla ended Wednesday's trading up 7.7%, though it still resulted in Tesla stock recording its biggest monthly drop since April. Since late September alone, Tesla shares have seen a decline of about 37%, partly over fears of a recession, rising interest rates, and the overhang from CEO Elon Musk's Twitter acquisition. The slide experienced by Tesla stock has been massive, but it also appears to be the reason why securities analysts are wagering that the sell-off has run too far. As noted by Bloomberg News, over 60% of analysts now recommend buying Tesla stock. That's the highest since early 2015. Such ratings have risen steadily this year as well. Catherine Faddis, senior portfolio manager at Fernwood Investment Management, shared her thoughts on the matter. The Tesla bulls I know are loading up at these levels. Faddis said, "This does not mean to say that Wall Street is unanimous in its support for Tesla stock. Of course. Around 27% of analysts tracked by Bloomberg continue to rate Tesla shares as a hold, while 13% still hold a sell rating. Retail investors, however, have doubled down on Tesla, accumulating their stake amidst the EV maker's drop. As per data from Vanda Research, Tesla was second only to the SPDR S&P 500 ETF in the list of the most bought securities this year, at least in terms of the number of days at the top spot. This bodes well for the EV maker, especially as Tesla retail investors have gained a reputation for having a solid grasp of the company's fundamentals. CEO Elon Musk highlighted this himself in the past, when he noted that retail investors have better insights than Wall Street. Source reposted and summarized from Simon Alvarez at Tesla RT. My take: I don't know about you, I have been loading up on Tesla stock.